Hello everyone and welcome! It's time for another Battlefield stream because we have an update and there's new stuff to unlock like I want to say a stealth plane, but it's technically not a stealth plane, it's a stealth drone, as you can see. There's no cockpit. There's just someone controlling it. Hey once more cat, how are you doing? Welcome. Also we have a new LMG which cannot be an LMG. It's actually kind of cool because it's either mag or belt fed, so cool shit. Yeah, actually we will try to fly the new plane. Let's see though. It's a new update, so there's probably new stuff in the codex. I mean, yeah, it's apparently really good. Yeah, it happened. Oh, okay, there's new shit. Ooh, new the Mandate of Nations is officially the European Union reborn. They kind of collapsed beforehand in this timeline, so. Actually, it was an energy drink one. My favorite one is back. So for some reason at the store, they just have the apple one for like. Just sometimes I just had to live off guave all the time. Now it's apple back and it's amazing. Ironically, I'm not even drinking beer. Okay, I mean, I drank beer when I was younger, and okay, fun fact: I brew beer with 15. No, seriously, I brewed beer, like actual beer. I brewed it because so basically we had like so either you'd learn to become a carpenter, metalwork, working with fabric, making dresses and such, or you join two clubs at the boarding school where we were. And I joined the TTRPG club, obviously. I am like that. And beer brewing. And yeah, so for literally, basically nearly 4 to 5 years of my school life, I brewed regularly beer. And popular one. We sold like the batches I brewed apparently, and the ones I did were so good they sold out in like the first batch I did myself was a pilsner, and it sold out in under 15 minutes. Apparently, someone tasted and was like, "This is the best beer. I need to buy it on full stack," and it was just gone. So yeah. And I see Blackburn is definitely tilting to supporting the Thousand Petaled Coalition. Can I let you check your... okay. Well, so nothing new here. That's new. Yeah, that's new. Da, da, da. Oh god, Project S is apparently the new... Yeah, they're setting up a sequel with this. The next game will be definitely sequel. Gonna be Mandate of Nations. Wait, didn't they have... Oh, is it? Ooh, it's unredacted. Led by the recently revived Germany. Okay, here's the thing. Yes, I know the European Union and Germany collapsed the first, and yes, and you know what? Considering, yes, even after reviving, Germany would probably still be one hell of an economic powerhouse in the center of Europe, so obviously France and Germany would be like the initial founders of a new European Union, but have you seen our politics? Have you seen how inept they are? Do you really think Germany would? No, I believe, you know what? If someone's like, oh, someone revived the European Union. If it was combined France and Germany, I'd get it. If it was France, I'd get it. If it was Germany, listen, humbled, but no. not this, no. Switzerland would be better. They would have either done that. Yeah. Next big faction. It's gonna be Mandate of Nations. The European Union is fucking back. Okay, some data mine actually the new skins, and you know what? You know how they look like? You know, fuck it. I'm just gonna put it on screen, because here's the thing. Are these data mines? Yes. But also, like, I just need to show you. I need to show you, because let me just really quickly. No. You always need to watch out what browser tab is opened. Else people can look at your Sonic fan art. No, joking, it was just Sonic music. But yeah, look at this! It's literally themed after the European Union from 2142. The orange is there. This orange! The fucking orange is back! Ah! You know, people are gonna be like, why are you happy about that? Hello? I have weird obsessions, and one of them is Battlefield 2142. Anyway, oh damn. Oh well, let's do some flying. I guess you're all waiting for flying. So, the thing is about this mode, and why it's interesting, is that everything is unlocked. Meaning I don't even need 40 ribbons to get to the jet. I can just show you the jet and then probably crash immediately because I am not good at piloting. Okay. Is it in here? Yes. Just cost 80? What the fuck? That's, I mean, it's cheaper than helicopters. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, let's dress accordingly. Oh yeah, I think you uploaded it. I haven't looked into it yet, so sorry about that. I have to get some time to listen. I do have some time. I will probably need to make some time the next days anyway. Let's get to kill some people. That sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. It's pew pew time. So if you're wondering why I'm not getting into any jet, one of the things about Control is that you gain points for doing things, okay? And as you saw in the loading screen... Oh god. Ah, fair point. Ironically, this... You know what? Semi-automatic double-barrel shotgun works good, but I kinda wish we would have an actual double-barrel shotgun. I do hope they will add some of the World War II weapons to the vault section. I know some people are like... Damn, what's wrong with my throat? I know some people are like, oh no, and they still need to add the you know, AUG and such, which would... Oh, hey, Soft Girl, how are you doing? Welcome to killing people and trying to get enough points so I can buy the stealth drone. Damn, heal. I'm playing German grandma again. Best character. She attacks, she protects. But most importantly, she heals you back up. German grandma gamma. Hello, Lena. No, as a... Wait a second. There. Yeah, she also has a cyborg skin. German grandma. I do hope she also gets a Mandate of Nations skin, because, like... Not with the One Piece jokes. I have 80... Oh, wait. I can actually get the drone. I just need to die. XX, der Kampfkeks XX. Yes, we're getting back to the German names from over a decade ago. Cat on keyboard again. Oh yes. Stealth drone, let's go. And so an interesting thing about this one, you can't exit it because it's a drone. Oops. Keto fucking up the typing. Yeah, the drone is cool and cute. No, the thing is that I will try again. So what I heard is the drone will only be on maps with 2 jets. So, you know, only on, you know, big maps, etc. I think that's fine. Brenne. Oh god, no. Honestly, Kicks ones were pretty popular because there was this one YouTuber. But a few of them used, you know, cookies as, especially, you know, German butter cookies as their symbol. So it was like, help. Hey, you told me that. You will, there was a new one in your area, right? You know what? How? I think they will usually help. You know what? Fuck. Don't be afraid of rhythm games. Like, here's the thing. Rhythm games are like, okay, people who are good at rhythm games are just their own thing. And you just simply need to practice that. Like, you're not gonna be good at rhythm games just from the get-go. Fuck! Basically, basically, you need to learn a lot, a fuck ton, just, and yeah, Onya. Like, for example, Agonia plays Stepmania, and I tried playing Stepmania myself. You can learn some techniques, but it's really just repeat, 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 repeat. Because that's just the thing with that's just simply the things with. Should I look for? Yeah, but there was smoke, and also I didn't want to. Okay, that's that. I didn't want to. Simple as that. But yeah, there, you know, the thing is that when you when you talk about rhythm games, you just need to learn. Okay, literally every single arcade game is just practice, practice, and more practice. Like, yeah, Stepmania, for example. I'm not good at that. And the thing is, the only thing I need to do would be train more. I mean, sadly, currently I'm fighting on the side of Russia, so... eh. But yeah, next title will 100%. Like, the way they're talking about this, the next title... Uh, yeah, I'm sorry. Honestly, this game really was just like... Let me put it like this. This game was very had just a lot of decisions made that were... Back then, something I would have told them not a good idea, but... Oh, they're kind of doing that now, but honestly, I'm very much with that. Like, I think, to a degree, if they want to keep moving forward, I think what they're doing now is fine. Just, you know, making up their own futuristic setting. That's good. But the truth is, if you're talking about... If we're talking about what could be done in the, you know... They should just go the Ace Combat route. Just literally make up your own world. Like, you can still use, you know, shit from, you know, tech from our world that makes sense. Like, you know, guns wouldn't be designed that much more differently just because you're in a different world. If you're still using bullets, you know, bullets and ammunition, you know, cased ammunition, you would end up with very similar guns to what we have here. You know, similar mechanics to what we're using. Like, the AK isn't like, you know, it's not something that an arcane piece of art. It's actually very, very, very simple. So, yeah. Country let's be cute. Yeah, totally. Right now, as I went over the codex before, yeah, the new thing that in the next game will be Mandate of Nations and Thousand Petals Coalition. So we will have, you know, more silly stuff. Oh yeah, wait, I still have it open, I think. Oop, showed that before, but there. People data mined the Mandate of Nations skins. It's just the orange is back. It's orange. Sorry, so that you just know, these are based on the EU skins from Battlefield 2142 because the Mandate of Nations is, well, basically them. They're just making now their own factions. So it's like, yeah, just stop being like EU and Russia. Just be like, yeah, it's the Mandate of Nations. It's a Thousand Petals Coalition. Generally way more down for that. Because it was a bad call back then already. I think it was kind of on the wall that, you know, games would be moving past. Hey D6, how are you doing? Welcome. I crashed the new plane because, well, I didn't crash it actually. I stayed up in the air for quite a while. I just died because I suck. I can't fly. I'm really shit at, like, here's the thing, everyone. I can fly. I can tank. Oh, we do tanking gameplay anyway. Railgun tank. But the drone? No. I can't fly. I can fly for shit. Like, back in the day, I had a flight stick. I could maybe get one again, but no, I can't fly. But yeah, talking about how it's kind of cool that, you know, the Mandate of Nations is gonna be the next thing. Oh, you know what? We can actually equip the new LMG and show that off a bit.
The Russians are here too. They have the same goal. Get ready to fight them for every inch of territory. start when you hit transmitter range. An Archangel has a bonus for top-tier soldiers. They give you ascension points. Use them for a vehicle hot drop.
Oh well, there's some clipping. Whoops. Yeah, new DSR Strife. I think this was in Battlefield 4 already. As far as I remember, called AWS back then, using more made up names. It's kind of an interesting thing because
Transmitter online. Telemetry mapping is a
I mean, as you can see, it looks slapped together. Like the top half is kind of like other LMGs. It's basically someone using, I think, AR receiver that you can also belt feed into, so you can either mag fed this thing or belt feed it. So wild. There we go. Yeah, they're doing now, their own factions, and I'm like, it is the good call. Like, the irony about how bad decisions, aged in this game, even when they were made with good intentions, is like, here's the thing. In the general narrative of, the base game, one of the big reveals was that, themselves setting up as the typical good guys, and since this is a sequel, there are actually characters in here from Battlefield 4 and such, and they were from the US, etc. Was that the US was basically to blame for nearly everything that happened in the universe. Like, basically the thing is that they caused a worldwide blackout and a bunch of other shit. And then they made a CIA group to basically silence everyone who were about to find out. This is honestly kind of interesting if you think about it. Like, yeah, modern military shooters, etc., etc. Again, it's late, but it's kind of interesting to say, actually you were working for the good guys, and you quote unquote the self-proclaimed good guys, and it turns out no, they actually had shit. And they used you to cover that up. It's like, hey, neat. The problem is just, as probably everyone can testify, Ukraine happened. Oops. Like, I can't even tell you how big of an oops that was. Because now, if you have the setup of trying to flip the script of every single thing and trying to be more like they hate each other, and one side is like, who's usually posting as the good ones, was there to try to cover their shit up, to cover their tracks. It's kind of bad when the real life counterpart of the other side is doing an invasion. It's not good. I think best exemplified of, they had this whole thing prepped of, weekly missions back before the seasons launched, where you could just, unlock skins and shit, per week. Fun, actually. But, in 1 week they had it, probably programmed in already and didn't think much about it. Because how? That you unlock this skin for the Hind. Just being like, hey, look how cool it is. So that was the same week, Ukraine happened. Oof. Oh, wait, I can... Let's put... that... Literally everything is unlocked. Oh, damn. Let me just get... you mean more like, yeah, sadly they kind of went for the, how's it called? Realistic approach, quote unquote. They wanted to make it so that, like, it's like, hey, we have some sensible setups here that would fit, like, how should I say it? But yeah, you know what? More silly setups are probably what people also want. Like, seriously. Wait a second. They didn't unlock all the skins? No. No, I thought... Did they? No. Obviously not. Obviously not the skins. True. I mean... oh yeah, as you see, now it's MagFed. Now it operates more like an AR. It's kind of cool. I think that's just one of those things about, you know... Real World Wars were usually very stupid. It's usually, you know, someone just... I mean, usually it's about land. The premise is irrelevant. I mean, hell. Look at Germany and France. Okay? We've been squabbling over is Alsace-Lotharingia German or French? We have, in all this time, we have never let Alsace-Lotharingia have, like, a democratic vote on that. If they want to be German or if they want to be French. Or if they want to be Lotharingia again. And you know where that comes down to? It comes down to the simple fact that back, you know, with Charlemagne, back in those days, three brothers, you know, got the, inherited the empire with the, you know, positive idea of being like, oh hey, I split it between the three, and they should rule together because that was, you know, the original idea. Rule together. So, you know, it's easier for them. You know, everyone has their own partition, and you probably say nowadays, wait, that's stupid. Why would you do that? Well, here's the thing. First of all, yeah, he was kind of stupid. Second of all, and this is kind of important, we're talking about the Middle Ages. You know how fucking hard it is to control shit in the Middle Ages? I mean... Charlemagne literally constantly went around the land with a caravan. He didn't rule from like that's the thing, okay? Only with yeah, like with when you look at it, okay? Again, this is why I'm saying you the king before, he wasn't that stupid actually. He had his good reasons. Because if you go, okay, and look at the fact that Charlemagne conquered the kingdom from, you know, from southern France up to the Baltics. Gigantic stretch of land. There is a reason why the Pope was like, actually you're the new Roman Emperor. You know, also because he didn't kind of want to acknowledge the Byzantine one because they had kind of beef. But still, there's a reason he was like, no, that guy just conquered a whole fuck ton of land. Fuck ton. And Charlemagne and nearly every, you know, and Charlemagne was mostly on the, you know, on the move. Many early kings in Europe. And this is why, you had knights, or to be more precise, in French they were called chevaliers, from cheval, horses, because it were people, who were on horses. Because on one hand, horse combat was very, very effective. And on the other hand, you had to be mobile, because just the simple fact was, it was a gigantic ass country. And yes, that's also why in my that's why in my dumb Twitter series I named Mechalier from Chevalier, because Chevalier is coming from it's coming from them using horses, and well, mechanized. It's a stupid wordplay. But then again, making up cringe. It's not the most cringe one, even, I mean, some call them, I think, dolls and shit. But like, Wanzers, walking panzer. Okay, and people just roll with that. So yeah. Anyway, I think I don't know where Chevrolet comes from, but it could be from. It could also come from that. But yeah, basically, they were always on the move. They had a big caravan. They were moving. Like, yes, technically, he was seated in Aachen, and he was there for the last years of his life, because hot springs, etc., good to bathe in, yada yada yada. But again, if you were back then, you had to control a huge swath of land. Now, that king was just like, later on was like, I have 3 sons. If I divide the empire between those 3, someone rules the southern part, someone rules the northern part, someone rules the middle part. Easy. So, he was just like, they don't need to have this much, problems anymore. And fair enough, I'd say. Like, yeah, fair enough. If you think about logistics in the Middle Ages, that makes absolute sense. Insane sense, actually. Also, I just realized, let's take out, you know what, I can't, do they have EMPs? Please show me. They should have flipped the coins. Here's the thing, not everyone not everyone was able to play Crusader Kings back then. I'm sorry. Because, I mean, if you ever played that, you know one thing. You have multiple kids, you murder most of them. Or send them into the monastery. You want one good kid that you groom to be insanely strong to inherit everything. And crush everyone else. That's how you do it. And then your lineage will be well and big for centuries. But they didn't have that, because they didn't, control a whole country from the, comfort of their own home. They had to travel. So yeah, splitting the empire and being like, hey, that sounds good. It's equal. They work together. They can expand wherever they want to go. Sounds reasonable, right? So Lothringia, the one in the middle, was just literally eaten up in a span of years by the other 2. And this is how we got France and Germany. Granted, the northern one became the Holy Roman Empire, and the southern one became just France. By the way, this is why it's still called France, from Franconia, because it was because the Franken controlled and conquered all of that. And this is just kind of the thing, the northern ones, they called themselves Holy Roman Empire because Charlemagne was crowned Holy Roman Emperor, and the third one were Franken because They were the Franks. It's just a big shit show, you know. But yeah, they should have just not done that. And to this day, as again, if you think about that, to this day, Alsace-Lotharingia, it's in the name, is basically still contested. Belgium and Netherlands also, but they've started being like, nah, we're kind of the same. You know, we're kind of our own thing. We shouldn't, you know, be just part of one of them. But still, they fought centuries over that piece of land, because the question was, where does France end? Where does Germany start? Or, you know, where does Germany end and where does France start? And the answer was, for, you know, for each country, France said everything south of the Rhine is French. And Germany said everything north of the Marne is Germany. Then we had a bunch of world wars. One side lost twice. Now it's, you know, the French one. I mean, here's the thing. They could do a very funny thing in this game, and because they said, you know, Europe fell apart and the European Union, you know, basically regrew under Germany. So Germany apparently recovered first of the fallen nation. So now's the question. Old borders? Or did they, you know, gain Alsace-Lotharingia? I probably will not say that, because let me be clear here. If they say Germany regained Alsace-Lotharingia by peaceful means, France will fucking make a political incident. I guarantee you that. Oh, by the way, we're currently playing with a railgun.
Capture in progress.
Fuck! Also using it. Oh wait, the monastery is just an orphanage for royalty. Ah yeah, also for the gays. I mean, I find it so funny that people are always like, I mean, wasn't there just a while ago weird discourse about, no, don't talk bad about monasteries? And, you know, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Is this some weird America, you know, a Christian thing again? Like, sorry, people fuck in monasteries. Maybe the evangelical ones are weird. I mean, hell, yeah. Okay, Gothsoft girl. Here's the thing. You have a place that's secluded. No one, you know, can go in without, you know, without your permission. There, it's either full of boys or full of girls. You get food and wine. You don't have a lot to do other than pray, write books, write poetry, and usually other people pay for you. There was like, stop sexualizing nuns. Sorry, nuns. Hey, yeah, you were royalty. You went to the monastery. Sure, you dressed like, oh, hey, look, I'm married to Jesus, but you fucked your sisters, and they fucked each other. Like, they are obviously, again, you're the. Again, monasteries were in, you know, in medieval Europe, besides castles, were the only, Twitch automod is just like, you know, certain combinations are just like, you know, they're like, oh wait, it's paired with something, like, yeah, it's like, I don't know. The so-called celibacy just means you couldn't have descendants that claims to land and shit. No, you can't fuck... Not you can't fuck in a monastery. Everyone knew. Like, here's the thing. I know. So I actually read, saw medieval books back in the day, and you know what? There were a lot of illustrations in them. You know what? Also, is an illustration that they did not only find once, but a couple of times. Nuns and monks fucking. It literally is that version. Yes, it is a medieval all girls school because, yeah, obviously they fucked. And they fucked when they met, with the monks. It's not only, a bunch of them were probably bi, who knows. But they did. I mean, what do? You have, again, you don't have internet, you don't have anything, but you have good food, wine, and a lot of other girls around you. And also, you know what most monasteries had? Aside from walls so people can't look in, by the way, my school, the boarding school I went to was a monastery. I've been to a bunch of monasteries, even, ones that are still here today. They have wonderful walled gardens. Like, you're with a bunch of girls, have free access to wine, like a fuck ton of wine. You have the biggest wine supply around because you literally need that for your holy duties, quite literally. And you have a wonderful a walled garden with so many beautiful flowers and herbs and shit. And you can just walk there with your sisters and no one will find out. What the fuck do you think they did? Can you imagine fooling around during prayer so often that you become conditioned to be turned on by prayer? I mean, it should be possible. Ooh, the Draugr is back. I can actually play the Draugr on this map.
Capture transmitters and force them out of this territory. Once we have strong enough signals, we can send vehicle assistance. Move out.
But yeah, it's like, I'm sorry. No one can tell me like, no. They were totally doing celibacy and were nice and like, just fool yourself, okay? My dad is a pastor, so I grew up with the reverse experience. Okay, honestly, I need to also point out that the rocket exploded. I mean, I also need to point out that, the US Christians, especially evangelicals, are just very different from the European ones. Like, so on boarding school, one of my, so I brewed beer with the pastor we had there. He was also a teacher, but, he also was the pastor of the school. And he's, like, literally one of the best human people I ever met in my life. Absolutely chill, understood kids. He was helpful. Because there's a big difference there, Yeah, Lithuania. And by the way. Got them. Woo. But yeah, no. They fucked. And the monks fuck too, by the way. It's not just nuns. I know, my audience here is more receptive to nuns, but the monks also did it. By the way, you know what? Let's show you something cool. Look, it's the robot dog. Hey, robot dog. Robot dog. Come here, robot dog. Robot dog. Come here. Hey. Can you just stop for 1 second? You can actually pet the robot dog. I'm just too stupid to do it. Can you come? Hey. No! Stop there! Hey. Don't run away!
Archangel is ready to deliver a vehicle to your location.
Oh well. Pet the dog Twitter account has fundamentally changed gaming. Yeah, yeah, they definitely added that because of that. But still, I kind of find it's so cute that you can do that. I mean, if you have a robot dog in your game anyway, and I wish they had more drones actually. Like, so here's the thing. I kind of wish they would have used him as a basis for like a payload mode. That would have been actually pretty cool. You know, bigger version. Like holding cargo, a similar version to maybe be like, you know, have health and med packs on them. You know, more like, you know, supply station. I mean, I think they need to balance it a bit more. As in, who can call them in and how. Fuck. Ooh, yes! Robodog! Woo! Robodog killed both, but he's not gonna revive me. But friendly helper did. I can't call in another one. Damn it. Robodog is weird. I mean, yeah. It's kind of based on the, you know, the ones they do. Right? No one knows his motives or can predict his action. I mean, basically they're dropped into this war zone and they don't know anything about themselves, only they need to kill, and then they do that pretty effectively, actually. I still think they should, probably for the next game, balance all of this a bit better. I mean, generally I like the idea of the, what you do with control, that you need to, gain points, to actually, you know, buy shit to, you know, that you have to buy your stuff in. I just would say they would need to, maybe do it a little differently for each one, like, so, okay, so here's the thing, okay? I generally think that, if you have a point system to build up to, you should probably be more like, oh hey, you have, you know, 2 different versions of call-in stuff. I mean, yeah, the system is kind of borrowed from ye olden MW3, but it's a good system in my opinion. Like, call-ins are fun, you can do a lot of stuff with that, but if you do it like, okay, you know, stuff like the Ranger and shit that, you know, damages people, you know, you could also throw Juggernaut armor in there, etc. But, you know, those with weaponry and shit, that should be probably on something where, you know, where you don't die and you have to build shit up, and it's then you could call it in. But if you be like, oh hey, I don't want to do that, you know, it just accumulates, you can only get supportive stuff. That's actually kind of a good balance, you know? Because then people who are not that good at this game, and I think to a big degree Battlefield actually manages to be way more accessible to for a lot of people, because it's not just, you know, 4v4 very intense, oh you need to play your best gameplay. Like, as you can see, I'm playing a support. Supports can shoot, but supports also heal, supports, you know, give ammunition. Well, usually they don't do both, but here they do. Anyway. Still. I had a bunch of people playing this series because they're like, oh, I'm not good at shooters. I'm like, yeah, well, you can still hang out and you don't need to shoot. You can just heal people, revive them. And that's actually pretty good. I think a lot of people don't talk about that or acknowledge that because it's like, it's a shooter, you need to shoot people. That's not true. A lot of people, you know, you can literally top leaderboards in this game without shooting people. And that's also good. Yeah. Yeah, I think that is ironically one of those... This is ironically one of the reasons why I'd say Overwatch did catch on for a lot of people. Because for the same reasons I always told people, hey, you want to play Battlefield? And they're like, you know what, I'm not good at shooting people. I'm like, yeah, but you don't need to. There are 2 classes... okay, wait. In a normal title, there are 3 classes in the game where you don't need to shoot. See, it's different. It's just 2. But let me explain. Usually have to support. In most games, you know, sometimes it's called medic, support, etc. They have either, you know, healing or, you know, ammunition. In this game, they have both because they hate other reasons. I still thought they should have put the ammunition on the assault, but again, usually have it on the assault. You know, you have 2 classes that either heal or give ammo. That's good. You do something. You top leaderboards. And you have the engineer. What's about the engineer? Well, you see, the engineers have a repair tool. So if someone plays tank and a bunch of people, you know, play vehicles, you can repair them. You're really fucking valuable doing that. And yeah, you know, scouts, you can spot better and have that, but still. There isn't the pressure to, you know, shoot. You should shoot to a degree, you know? But it's 64 players on in one match, usually. Someone will shoot. And that someone usually needs another person that heals them or resupplies them. And yeah, but yeah, in Overwatch, I get that. For a lot of people, I mean, there's a reason Mercy was so popular, because you point a stick at people and you heal them. I mean, the irony is that Mercy's pistol wasn't bad, but like, for a lot of people, her just having a pistol was an indication that she, you know, wasn't meant to mainly attack people. And that's good. I think that makes the game much more accessible. I mean, then they made, you know, then they started tuning Overwatch to be way more competitive. And, you know, here's the thing, to a degree, I think, you know, the tightness in gameplay is important for a game to function. But to another degree, I think having this casual space open, which, you know, Overwatch kept, you know, scraping away, it's not good. Oh yeah, by the way, we have, there's a new helmet they have put in. It's basically a Super Sentai Arbor Ranger. They also have, you know, the shark teeth on. Do you ever think of Nico Robin? Yeah, I do sometimes just think of Nico Robin. She's very magnificent. Especially pre-time skip Nico Robin. Hashtag give her her melanin back. God damn it, she was so hot. I also kind of lost of focus when it came to... I mean, they basically patched the game completely around the competitive, and it really showed. Like, she was just hot. I mean, yeah, you know what? I get it. She spent a lot of time in Desert Kingdom, and then in the Snow Kingdom, but give her back her melanin. And yes, also I get it why her hair is now, back revealing her face, and she doesn't, cover stuff up. But the problem is, hemocuts are hot. Okay? Hemocuts on tall women are hot. I'm sorry, Oda. I know what you're doing. I get what you did with that. I know the visual language. It was touching. But give her back her hemocut. Hemocuts are hot. Yeah, the anime also made it worse. Like, I still am wondering who they will cast as Nico Robin for the real life show. Like, here's the thing. I'm not gonna say the second season from the live action will be it's gonna be good or anything. I'm probably the biggest critic of the first one. The first one dodged being shit. It wasn't. It was still not a good adaptation. The thing is just real life Nico Robin. I kind of want to see that, yeah. Oh wait, have you seen that one? I mean, we're talking about Nico Robin, but also like let's just be real here. Oda copy pasted Nico Robin a bunch of times anyway because he knew this type of woman was hot, and he just made her copies taller because Giga Brain. Have you seen that one cosplayer? Like she's really tall and she cosplayed Boa Hancock and Carbodon the girl. That was holy shit. That was hot. That was a video a while ago on. I get you. It was. It was very much direct serotonin.
Enemy is capturing another transmitter. Hostiles activated a transmitter.
I mean, also, yeah. But here's the thing. The one thing I fear that they might fuck up in the live action is simply that they don't make Nico Robin tall enough. Like, keep in mind, Nico Robin is 180. Anything lower, I will write. Be like, yeah, but you know what? Good. No. Nico Robin is either tall or go home. I don't care about how good the casting was. Tall Nico Robin or go home. And then they're probably gonna be like, but you know what? And if we're talking about Boa Hancock, she's over 190. Tall women or go home. I will not stand for small Nico Robin. If I were to stream, I would just look at women for 5 hours. I mean, understandable, but also like, you know what? At least there are enough women in the world to stare at. That sounds wrong.
Capturing the site.
Yeah, not finding it, sadly. There are enough women in the world to stare at. Has made me really happy. It's like encouraging quote made just for me. I mean, it's a way of life. How could you not look at women? I mean, that's why we need glasses. To look better at women. Damn it. I live by the women and die by the women. Live by the women. Yeah. Good choice.
Aligning with transmitter. Vehicle hot drop is ready when needed. We have the transmitter. Now hold the area.
Glasses to see women, hands to cook for women, mouths to speak of women, and ears to listen to women. How very gay of you. Oh, there was another one.
Hostile forces taking one of our targets.
Ah yes, smell the woman. I mean, it is important actually. Women smell very good.
Capturing the site.
Oh, we're not in the Arctic anymore. We can actually done something better. Actually better, yeah. God damn it. God damn it, that was... There we go. There we go.
Traffic is 90%. We need more to beat the Americans.
Hey, don't blame yourself. Although everyone else can write more and enjoy women more. We have big women chat in here.
Enemy sees the telemetry target.
I mean, that's the thing, you know? You should just have good women in your games. Ah, damn it.
This was a tactical failure. The enemy crushed us.
Oh well. Da, 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 da. Yes. And this is always a women-loving place, so don't feel bad. Let's see.
Maria Falk reporting for duty.
Just kind of realized how big the Roche actually is. I guess that's just expected if you make a railgun. Yeah, time to oh god, it's a non-jet map again. Oh well. I think we're probably back next week because there's gonna be you know, the new Future Strike event, so getting so yeah, time to get the Mandate of Nations stuff.
Every member of your squad has been equipped with an Archangel telemetry sensor.
Oh no, it's on here.
Sensors will feed
Who?
live combat geographical data back to Archangel satellites.
Mm.
They have the same goal. Get ready to fight them for every inch of territory.
And maybe be squids? I mean, honestly, I kinda like this. I think this is kind of the weird thing I would say because like I've played a bunch of these games. The irony is that games that try to look, you know, less hostile, ironically aren't not even as accessible. Like, here's the thing, okay? I would say, you know, a bunch of modern games have become more confusing, but I think one of them, I mean, it's very obvious that you, what you did. And it's actually kind of interesting, because I'd say to a degree, you know, people are like, oh, modern shooters bad and such. Here's the thing, I like myself some good arena shooters. Hell, I did mapping for Unreal Tournament. Like, I've been in that scene. But I think the irony is that the longer I played games, the longer I play a lot of shooters, is that I don't even think Splatoon is like particularly good for beginners. I mean, aside from the fact that that especially the first game was imbalanced as fuck, and then people came to me like, no, it isn't. Listen, you had fucking random stat rolls on your gear. The fuck are you talking about? Like, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, it is. It is. Like, here's the thing. Aesthetic-wise and such, I get it. And if they, you know, they could definitely make some, you know, good single-player stuff out of that. Like, you know, you know, in the old vein, like a Ratchet and Clank game, or, you know, Metal Arms glitch in the system, which should definitely get a sequel and remake, actually. But still, the thing is that, ironically, I might say, for multiplayer games, a lot of modern military shooters are quite interesting, better to get into for new players. They have a lot more catch-all. It's a really fun idea made by people who actually want to know nothing about online game design. Yeah. And here's the thing. Back when the first game came out, I had so many people defending, like, oh, there is team play. Here's the thing. The best first-person shooter with multiplayer on the Wii U is Black Ops 2. This isn't me doing like, oh, you just... No, it's just simply... I'm sorry. It came out like the same... around the same time. And one of them is like highly planned through in terms of map design, playthrough, you know, how you build your classes. Like, I'm sorry, if you're telling me, oh, the one game is actually really good, but you have literally random generated stats on your clothes, which is already awful. You know, except if you think that maybe it is not, because, you know, no one can have perfect stats then, which, by the way, people hacked the game and just got perfect stats. So, oh wait, they overlooked me. Damn. Lol. Anyway, time to get shit done. Well, that's that. But the problem is, again, against the one game, only random, it takes an incredible amount of grinding to optimize those stats. Yeah. And against, again, one game where they had, like, a bunch of time, you know, actively creating maps, knowing what good layout designers had some of the best maps ever. And Pick 10 is just such an elegant and, like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. Pick 10 is so insanely elegant, like, I only think Insurgency copied it later. And the thing is, for me at least, that it's just, yeah. A Pick 10 is so fucking elegant. I can't even put it into words. So, for everyone who doesn't know, Pick 10 is basically a really smart idea. You have 10 points, okay? And 10 points is all you get. But you can spend it on everything in your loadout. What is that? Well, you will have, for example, one main gun. That's just the thing you need. But that gun costs a point. You want to put an attachment on it? That costs a point. You want to put more than 2 attachments on it? That costs a point, because you need to get a wildcard. Because wildcards, then, you know, you have wildcards to be like, do you want more perks of that category? And like, okay. You want the perk, costs a point. You want the grenade, that costs a point. You want more grenades, costs a point for another wildcard. And again, you only have 10 points. And the elegancy of that system is simply, it just avoids so much. Like, you actively have a game where you can balance everything against everything. That is, I don't know, it is just so elegant and smart. And here's the thing, if you now think, wait a second, the main weapon costs a point, yeah. It's a game that doesn't force you to have a main weapon, you can. And that is actually a strategy and works. Literally, get all the wildcards to have 6 perks, no main gun, and use a knife. How you play is your thing. And that's just good. Like, holy shit.
Enemies mapping telemetry in one of our transmitters.
And yeah, on the other side you have Splatoon. Grinding, hacked,
Transmitters
map designers.
local mapping. Hostile captured a transmitter.
Like, here's also another thing about map design in Splatoon. It is so fucking basic. Like, it's just so basic layouts. There's nothing interesting done with, you know, aesthetics wise or anything. I'm like, oh, but you know, they're you know, they're supposed to look like skate parks. I'm like, I see that, but like the skate park novelty kind of dies after, you know, you play through the first skate park. They could have done more. And yeah. And I hate the fact that I love the aesthetic. No shit, I fucking love the Splatoon aesthetic. I literally have amiibos of them because generally I think the Inklings and all that, everything around it, everything around Splatoon is amazing. It is creative, it has energy, everything about it is amazing. Its biggest problem is that it tries to be an online multiplayer game. And that's sad. I mean, I guess they pivoted away from it, but yeah. I have like the Splatoon 2 set. I was actually thinking about getting the 3 set as well. But I mean, maybe it got better. I mean, yeah, they started having, you know, single player stuff in 2, and I guess in 3 it's better, but still. It just kinda sucks that... It just kinda sucks that the game, you know, tried to be multiplayer and it's like...
Telemetry point depleted. Transmitter falling into hostile hands.
I mean, let me put it like this. Splatoon was like, hey, look, Nintendo can do modern games, and then just showed everyone who not actively tried to gaslit themselves that it was otherwise, how far behind Nintendo was in that area of game design. The only thing they did was, again, look different.
Enemies mapping telemetry in one of our
Oh yeah, you don't have modern guns. But here's the thing.
tapped out.
The problem is, if you have a shooter, the aesthetic isn't everything. I can compare Splatoon to also to, you know, Unreal Tournament. It was better. I can compare it to so much. Also, let's just do some droning. I mean, drone crashing.
New transmitter is online.
The fuck? Did they drop a bomb on me? Did they fucking drop a bomb on me and I died? Oh, come on. No. What the fuck? I fucking hate it. There's the enemy one, damn it. But yeah, like, it's just... Yeah, you have goofy games. Even there, it just lacked, you know? And that's sad. That's just sad.
The enemy's capturing one of our transmitters.
down there. Get down here.
Strike that objective!
Oh well. Another news, surprisingly we are rewatching Dr. House, which is like... I'm amazed that happened. I mean, okay, like, we saw clips of it on, like, YouTube started being like, look here, some scenes from Dr. House, remember that? And we were like, yeah, we do. And then we were like, oh, it's actually streamed somewhere. And then we're like, oh, yeah, Amazon. Let's watch the first pilot, let's just watch the pilot. Let's just have some nostalgia. Okay, then we were 10 episodes in and we watched through the night and fucked over our whole sleep rhythm and I hate it. House is great. Like, especially about, you know, the human element and, I mean, I think this is also why, I think a lot of people always, you know, it has low points, obviously, but, like, the high points are really good because, you know, when it deals with topics, it's like, I think this is probably one of the most interesting parts about House, that they did so much good. No, I don't know, maybe. You know, that they actually did, like, a lot of, medical research on topics. Because it's like, what? Some. It's still, you know, more like, they just present a bunch of them not that well. Like, for example... I think the asexuality episode was badly written, even though the whole premise of, you know, no one has no sex drive at all, is like, yeah, like, if you know asexual people, they have sex to a degree. There's a bunch of stuff. But you know, it's not, you know, like normal people. And, you know, like non-ace people, you know, it has different factors. But still, it's like, yes, pointing at that part of being like, that's weird, you know, no one, it's not really, documented someone had none. It was just really badly fucking written. But yeah, I don't know if that's in there. Yeah, you know what? I feel like one day I probably should build like like an actual streaming PC and get a camera for her as well, so she can just tag in, you know, with her on her own side with her own model and just laugh at me on stream and you can see her, because it just happens, you know. Sometimes just talk shit, you know, even if I don't intend it. I mean, I don't know if it's in there. We haven't been there. It's still kind of interesting because, again, one of the really best parts about House is, you know, again, when they also talk about medical bias, like, you know, okay, I mean, one of the running gags is it's not lupus until I think season 7 or so, when it suddenly, you know, when it is lupus 1, I think the biggest problem would be that actually, now that I think about it, if that's possible, you probably would need to write your own program, but because Nvidia has this voice filtering and shit, so like, I would probably need another RTX card in a second, PC for that, but they're not too expensive in the lower sectors. Here's the thing, again, this is probably one of the good applications of AI, in the sense that if, AI could be used to filter out who is talking, yeah, I could do that, actually. I could have it so that she always pops in, because, again, you would need to have a program that identifies her. That is the main thing to care about. Nice, back to Chile. Ooh. But yeah, no, I think when it's, when they talk about medical bias and stuff, it's like, it's always kind of interesting, because like, I'd say to a degree they sometimes, have, they always do this shtick of, someone on the group is like the reflection, especially in the first season, of biases of the general public. And, like, it is sometimes really weird, because you do know that, like, Foreman... Why is Foreman just in one episode an asshole to homeless people when, I don't want to shit on him too much, but, like, if you want to talk about public biases, okay? Chase would be your guy. Like, here's the thing. The thing why he's on the team is because he's, really fucking talented. But he's also rich. Foreman, his whole thing is he has a history. Being poor, being in prison, etc. And also, like, holy shit, Foreman is like the most caring character of all of them, as we know later on. It was just kind of buck wild to me that they just chose him for that one episode, and then later we're like, oh yeah, maybe we should chase for all of the shit things, but then it's like, yeah. We just saw one episode, about a girl who was for her age overweight, and a lot of people were just like, oh yeah, the problem is because she's fat, and the answer was no. No with an asterisk, because like the thing is what a lot of people were just like, oh, she just eats too much and shit, and like that was wrong. Obviously, it was obviously wrong. Like, there was so much where you were like, yeah, that's not the problem of her. And again, yeah, being fat was a symptom, and that's always kind of the interesting thing to think about, right? Only until the end, when House was like, what if it's a symptom? Everyone sat down and was like, wait a second, if that's a symptom, we have to change the diagnosis. And the thing was, again, Chase was just unreasonably mean in that episode, because, like, as Foreman himself points out, literally, okay, Foreman hears it, like, that she just runs laps around the yards in recess because she has no friends, which is, like, depressing, but also, like, holy shit, a girl that runs laps around about the yard every recess should... It's just like... I'm sorry. But that's, again, medical bias. And this is why, you know, when House is good, it's really good. Because I read in articles and heard from other doctors that a show like House that researched a lot of, you know, stuff was actually pretty good. Because, I mean, here's the thing. You usually don't get, you know, you don't get cases like House a lot, but they happen. Rarely, but they do happen. And there have been a bunch of times already where people, you know, where doctors were like, yeah, hey, someone came in, no one knew what they were, and then they were like, wait a second, we knew that thing happened in Dr. House, and they looked it up, and turns out they were right. And that's, you know, that's cool, honestly. Or, you know, in general, I mean, ironically, back when I saw it first, you know, over, you know, over a decade ago, it was like, I had this thing that I was like, why are people so stupid? Because here's the thing, if you watch Dr. House, one of the main things that will always almost kill people is that they, you know, don't tell people things because of very stupid reasons. And it's usually, oh no, I cheated on my partner. I mean, I generally think that cheating is a stupid concept. You know, the lying about it, you know, sure, you lied about it, that's a problem. I can get people being like, but like, oh no, your partner slept with another person. Big woo-hoo. Like, here's the thing. Maybe that's just me, but I don't think that's an indication for, you know, for example, if for one day, and I know that wouldn't happen, it's just, you know, for different reasons, but like, if for some reason, you know, I would find out, hey, Agonia has slept with another girl. I don't think that's an indication of it, of like, oh, does she love me? You know, like, monogamy is stupid. It happens. You choose someone to live with. Choosing someone to live with is way different than choosing someone to have sex with. Those things are separated. But, you know, back then I was like, are people just that stupid? And the answer is yes, especially the heads, they are just like that. It's just, oh hey, I cheated, and then, oops, I'm not gonna tell anyone until it is actually relevant because I'm dying, and you're like, good thing you almost killed yourself to not say that. And that just happens so much, but you know. You know, there was the mobster episode where, you know, the brother of the patient was just like, no, you can't say my brother is gay because, you know, homophobia in the mobs in the mafia. And it's like, turns out he was, and that was also kind of critical to understand what the fuck was going on. But like, again, homophobia almost killed. I mean, you know what? I kind of like that ending because, honestly, I kind of find it interesting because on how it ended, because they were like, oh, is it Hep C? But it wasn't Hep C. But like the whole thing about, you know, the simplest answer is usually correct. And it's like, yeah, interesting how that, you know. Okay, honestly, I need to talk about the whole fact how the FBI was too ignorantly American. That was just hilarious. Yeah. I generally like that at the end. You know, he's like, shit, I have to accept that. And the big thing is, you know, he didn't stop being homophobic because, yeah, obviously people don't stop being, you know, homophobic overnight. But he was like, it's still my brother. I probably should just accept that. And it's like, you know, well written. It's hard. It's not like, it's not a, you know. Oh yeah. I wanted to say have fun, but no, stay well, and hopefully it's gonna help not to be bad in anything. But yeah, stay healthy out there. But yeah, the mobster episode was so funny because, like, so the general setup is one mobster wants to, you know. Sure. I will not be too long on here for today because, yeah, just don't want to overdo it, but still. But yeah, the funniest part was that, so the basically it was about, you know, mobster being like, hey, I'm gonna testify in front of court against another mafia family, but then I will go into witness protection. And this was his big plan on, you know, getting out of the mob, you know, without, you know, the mob hating him, etc. You know, his own family, I mean, hating him. And, you know, he just wanted to get out and, you know, out himself, etc., etc. The thing is, his big problem was that he had a genetical condition that if he eats too much protein, a lot of bad shit happens. I don't know what exactly it was, but a lot of bad shit happens. So, at the beginning of the episode, you know, the FBI is like, you know, got told, give him something good to eat. And because he's Italian, his brother was already like, give him some pasta! Which is like, yeah, we get it, they're mobsters, they like pasta. I mean, okay, pasta is fucking banging, but still. But the Americans got him steak. And that almost killed him. And then, you know, later in the hospital, when, you know, they said there are fish sticks in the cafeteria, his brother was like, hey, you know, guy from the FBI who, you know, watches over him, here's some money, get him something good to eat. And he wanted pasta again, but again, because the FBI was apparently too American, he got him steak again. It almost killed him again. It's just like, I just love this thing that, you know, 2 times he was like, get him pasta, and the American was like, good American steak. And then killed the Italian died from 2 American foods. It's just, I don't know, I just love this. This is just like, yeah, I guess that's a condition that exists, but the setup is so fucking funny. Yeah. All right.
Enemy is capturing another transmitter.
Emergency calls!
Nice. So that's done.
90% and progressing.
suppose we can probably for the last round switch the mode up a bit. No more DSR Strife, but you know.
Telemetry mapping active.
I mean, I couldn't fly good anyway, so. Well, it was the Draugr, but eh.
Vehicle hot drop is ready when needed. You devastated the enemy. This collaboration with Archangel was successful.
هنروح فين يا جماعة؟
Yeah, that's front lines. Infantry breakthrough. Neat. Let's throw in some front lines. How about that?
There will be MCOMs at the hostile HQ. Arm and defend them.
Let's just wait a second. Can't I? There we go.
Cover me!
We have taken control of the sector.
Was smarter in my head than it was in the end.
The next objective is marked on your radar.
Okay.
All objective lost. Withdraw to the next sector. Launch your defense there.
Why do they always turn?
An objective is now vulnerable. Take it.
Oh well. So how's everyone else doing? I mean, the week is early, so usually I ask, mid of the week. And Friday, then I have to say, when do I not ask? I need ammo, definitely. Damn. Yes. Ah, another one. I almost feel like I shouldn't have done that with Zane, but... I can still use it for that. And thus I have it done. Nice. Oh well, tank now. I don't have tanks here, so I guess... I'm running here on, actually. Fuck it.
Retreat! We must regroup and defend the next sector.
That was fast again. God damn it, team! Can't you just for 1 second attack? I am charity shop Sui is like, how did that name come to? I get the pun, but how did that name come together?
The sector is now under our control. An objective is now vulnerable. Take it.
Damn it.
Can't hold them any longer. Fall back and mount your defense in the next sector.
Damn. Should have just keep shooting. I kept shooting. Okay.
And the objective is nearby. Act quickly.
Yeah. We're getting a lot of progress today, but wait, am I even getting progress? Sorry that I leave here, but like, I feel they said all modes. Or is it just on show? Because that would suck. Also, what is fucking stalemate? Okay, no, there was progress. You know what? That's just one final round of control, and then we can see, you know, slowly fade this out. I mean, I don't want to try to go to sleep earlier now, because here's the thing. It also got, aside from being, you know, getting warmer, I just have this. It's just kind of stupid, you know, when you go late to bed, wake up late, and you just don't have a lot of, you know, you don't have a lot of day left. And we've had this for a while, that we just, you know, go to bed, wake up late, and then it's like, ah shit, the day is almost over again. So we're now trying to adjust so we have, you know, more time to just generally do things like play. Okay, I mean, we play Ragnarok online, but it's still, you know, we do things. Not doing more things. Achieving more stuff. Sleeping healthier. I just... In general, I would say to people, try adjusting your sleep schedule a bit. There's some good tricks, by the way. So, like, for example, you should start eating earlier. You know, eating dinner. Sounds a bit weird, but the thing is that you have an internal clock, you know? And that internal clock is, you know, kind of calibrated around how you do certain things, like, for example, eating. So when you're getting dinner, a few hours later, your body will be like, I've eaten, you know, it usually is then dark outside, so sleep time. That helps. There is the thing that you can... I mean, yeah, you can just pick up melatonin. That also helps for some. And if you want to wake up early, try getting sunlight into your room. Like, how much you do it, it kind of depends on where you wake up early. Because again, your inner clock works on external factors. Like, for example, sunlight. It gets sunlight, your internal clock will be like, I should probably start waking up. And so you can balance it like that. There was another one? Damn. You know what? Let's do some fun stuff and... Wait, what did I pick up? Why do I have the M60? No matter. There we go. There we go. Sadly, they removed the EMP, so no more yeet shit out from the enemies dead. That was fun.
Enemy is capturing another transmitter.
Marking a hostile.
transmitter. Archangel is ready to deliver a vehicle to your location. Telemetry point depleted. Telemetry point is here.
I kind of wanted to have this one, but still.
Telemetry mapping active. Telemetry mapping is at 25%.
There we go. Oh, they hate me. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm doing this, this is all about ribbons. So, you know what? Time to get the easiest one in, then start grinding, killing people. Okay. Should have hit. There we go.
Hostile forces taking one of our targets.
There we go.
Hostiles are taking one. Vehicle hot is ready when needed.
Well, that was a fly-in. Stylish.
Hostiles have taken one of our objectives.
Go. I mean, the irony is that I think the new SMG would probably be way better being a support, because supports have, I think about it. That's the thing, you know? Whenever you talk about weapon balancing, to a degree, the whole, saying you, this class uses these weapons, this class uses this weapons, actually makes it more interesting to have, you know, unique weapons. Like, I mean, here's the thing. An LMG that you can also mag-fed LMGs are not, you know, new, or, you know, battle rifles in that sense. I mean, battle rifles should actually come back as a category. They were great in Hardline. But, like, the irony is that if you limit things, it actually makes it more interesting. Like, sure. You know, on its own, an LMG that you can mag-fed or belt-fed isn't that interesting if you only have it on, like, one or two classes, though, that don't have access to, let's say, carbines, well, assault rifles more like. But suddenly it actually gets interesting. You know? Carbines and assault rifles are on other ones. But suddenly an LMG that is mag-fed, you know, closer to an AR, has a way better place inside of the lineup. In general, I would say that is the thing why they should probably restrict weapons. Again, the big problem they had before was not the weapon restrictions. It was the fact that there were not enough, you know, weapons in those categories. Should make sense, right? You there? There we go. Nice, we have the plane. I mean plane, it's a drone. Oh, there's someone flying it right now. Yes, let's be... Gandalf Merlin, really? That's like the westernized version of Hollow Ichigo. It's always lovely, you know, when they do that. You're like, hey, watch out, I'm coming to revive you. Nah. That's the shittiest part, you know? The whole... Literally, you ping people, and then they're like, well, now I don't want to do it anymore. Just let me revive you. If no one's there, I get it. Oh, from the back even. There we go. That's how you unlock rooms. Okay, Gandalf Merlin is actually doing his job. So I guess thank you, Gandalf Merlin. I wasn't close enough. Honestly, that could have been that could be kind of an interesting perk if they ever had it. Have a longer distance to throw back grenades. There we go. Fuck. Sticky launcher. If I actually make this a sequel and take over Gadget, I will be so glad if the sticky launcher is probably gonna be just balanced against other gadgets. Truly hope they will keep the 3 gadget setup though. But yeah, they should split giving ammo on 2 classes again, like ammo and healing. On 1 class it works, but no.
Transmitter has gone offline.
Take the objective! Got one!
This is our final location. Let's open the monitor you can.
Wait, they had SMGs? Did they mix up the support? Support usually had stupid. So not the support in this game. Engineers have the LMG, I think. Anyway.
Clean him! Hostile down! Take control of the objective!
Capturing the site.
Hostile tag located!
Transmitter active. Passing the sync. But we still need more.
Reloading! Cover me!
Okay. It was like save the point in the last minute. Fuck. I thought I went out of the way. good. Okay.
Requesting pickup.
I definitely will unlock this LMG. It's damn good, actually. Well, the fuck?
Look forward.
Of telemetry has been claimed. Archangel is ready to deliver a vehicle to your location.
Yeah, if they reclaim that, it's over. Otherwise, we could actually win. That's actually one of the cool things about Control, because, you know, in the end it comes down to this one single flag, and either you hold it, or, you know, the enemy just snatches it away from you, and you're like, ah, fuck, 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 fuck. You need to get it back. It's such a good mode, honestly. I mean, to a degree, I want to keep it in the game. On the other hand, I do hope stuff from it gets into Conquest. I think the whole, you know, unlocking things with points is pretty good. You can iterate so many modes on that.
Spotted an enemy vehicle.
We're actually doing this. Holy shit. That's a clutch Control win. You? Yes. Yes, thank you.
Thank me later.
Vehicle hookup is ready when needed.
Yes.
Ammunition.
Nope. Someone was desperate. Holy shit.
This telemetry will be invaluable.
Nice.
I'll find
Clutch win. That's actually a really good note to end this stream. Yeah, Control is a good mode, honestly. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, yes, there it is. XF-84 Draugr. I think this is, I mean, I don't know on which it's based, but like most drones look kind of similar if you think about it. Making it, you know, stealth design just is sensible.
Let's get started.
But yeah, that was looking at the new gun. At least I could show it to you. I still need to unlock the rest. That will take some time though, and I will do it, you know, on and off. But we will be back next week because there is a new event coming. So, I have a lot of events in this last season, yeah. So yeah, probably next week is the Future Strike event, and we're getting some Mandate of Nations stuff then. It was nice that you were all here. It's cool new stuff, honestly. Also, sorry that I can't fly. Seriously, sorry that I can't fly. Yeah, see you all around, and have a wonderful week ahead of you. Tomorrow is Baldur's Gate 3 time. I don't know if we will finish the game or not, but we will be fucking close to finishing it, actually, and that will be nice. So yeah, see you all tomorrow, and have a wonderful night. Goodbye.